There are two good reasons for beginning with consonants rather than vowels. First, consonants contribute more to making understood than vowels do. Second, consonants are generally made by different interference of the vocal organs with the S3, and so are easier to describe and understand. Native speakers of English from different parts of the world have different accents. But the differences of accent are mainly of the results of differences in the sound vowel. So, which one is responsible for accents? Vowels and not consonants. So, thanks for consonants. The consonants are pronounced in very much the same way wherever English is spoken. So, if the vowels you use are imperfect, it will not prevent you from being understood. But if the consonants are imperfect, there will be great risk of misunderstanding. That's why we begin with studying consonants more than vowels. And there is another thing, consonants are easier to be described. For example, we could describe them according, if you remember, to manner of articulation, to the voice, or to being voiceless or voiced. In dealing with consonants, you must first learn how each one is mainly distinguished from the others, the features which it must have so that it will not be mistaken for any other consonants. Then later, you will learn about any special sounds of the phoneme, which need small changes in their formation in different circumstances. So these changes, which are not essential if you simply want to be understood, but will not make your English sound better. That's why our book is called Better English Pronunciation. We will begin first with friction sounds. Friction sounds are 9 consonant phonemes, whose main sounds all have friction as their most important feature. They are v, th, th, s, z, j, and h. For all of them, the lungs push air through a narrow opening like here, where it causes friction of various kinds. For example, the sound and v. For both f and v, the speech organs are in the position shown in this diagram. Look, the soft palate is raised so that there is no air goes throughout the nasal cavity. All the air goes through the oral cavity. When the soft palate is raised, it blocked the air out from the nose, but it goes out from the mouth. So where is the friction happening? The bottom lip is very close to the upper front teeth. This forms the narrowing, which causes friction. Here it says it's slight friction. Look. V, v. So where is the friction? The friction between the upper lip and, sorry, the lower lip and the upper teeth. There is the narrowing that we talk about. The tongue doesn't have a great deal here. There is no great role for the tongue, but it doesn't lie idle. It takes up the position necessary for the following sound, whether, for example, here the E in fee or the re in free, and so on. The difference between and v is mainly one of strength. Fe is strong consonant. V is weak one. You remember these two terms, right? Look. Fortis, lenis. Strong, voiceless. Lenis, weak, voiced consonants. So, when we say strong, it means fortis, which means voiceless. When we say lenis, it means weak, which is voiced. But how to differentiate and how to say that this is voiced or voiceless. We have explained this before. We have said that for voice consonants, you could feel vibration in the vocal cords. For example, sound v, v. You could touch your throat and you could feel the vibration in the vocal cords. V, v, vast, that, veil. There is a voice, there's a vibration in your vocal cords, and you could feel it when you touch your throat. But the situation is different with it's aspirated, which means there is a puff of air, there is a burst of air coming out of your mouth. You could feel it when you put your hand in front of your mouth and you say the sound. Feel, power, fairy, fan, there is aspiration. It's voiceless. But in that, there's no aspiration. It's what it's there is vibration of the vocal cords. You see, via, vel, you see, there is a voice. You could feel it when you touch your throat. So this is the difference between being voiced or voiceless. So is a strong fortis, voiceless long consonant. V is a weak lennis, perhaps voiced short consonants. We will see how this affects on what? On the length of vowels in the second slide. When f and v occur at the end of words after a vowel, they have an effect on the length of vowel. The strong consonant makes the vowel shorter. The weak consonant makes the vowel longer. This is an important general rule which applies to many other pairs of consonants as well. And by the word pairs, we mean that the sounds which have the same manner, the same way of articulation. Example, and with, they are both fricatives and they are both articulated with the lower lip with the upper teeth. That's why we call them pair and we put them between two slashes. This is an important general rule which applies to many other pairs of consonants as well. Strong consonants, fortis, at the end of words shorten the preceding vowel. Weak consonants, lenis, lengthen it. In the word save and save, the f and the v have the same features as before. F is stronger and longer. V is weaker and shorter. Fortis and lenis. Very short indeed in this position. The vowels are of very different lengths. In save, the A is quite short. In save, it's really long. Let's have more examples. Leave, 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 leave. The f here is voiceless. Fortis. So it shortens the vowel here, the E here. While the V here is what is voiced, weak, and length. So it lengths it more, it's longer, makes the vowel longer. So the vowel here is longer than the vowel here. Why? Because it's followed by what? Voiced, weak, sometimes called lennis. So wherever you see a vowel and it's followed by what? By voiced consonant, so this vowel will be longer than other vowels in the same circumstances. Which one is longer? The E here or E here? Sure, the E here is longer than the E here. Why? Because it's followed by voiced, weak, Lennis consonants. And we could say that the E here is shorter than the E. Why? Because it's followed by voiceless and what? Fortis, strong consonants. The same thing could be applied for other pairs. Life, life. Which vowel is longer? Although both of them are the same, but which one is longer? The vowel here is longer than the vowel here. Why? Again, because followed by Lennis, by weak consonant. The A here is shorter than the A here. Why? Because it's followed by voiceless, strong, fortis consonants. And the same thing could be applied for other pairs. Thank you very much. And end of part 2.